Hello and welcome back. In today's video, we will cover issuing documents to your guests. It may seem difficult at the beginning, but once you get to know the process, it will be very simple. We will first go through the process of issuing new documents, and in the coming videos, we will go through some basic situations that can occur with your guests. We will issue the documents in one of our reservations, and we'll begin by opening the Room Account tab. You already know how the Room Account section in a reservation works and how to charge new items and services to an account, but let's do a quick recap. In the upper part, we have the room account with some automatically generated items. We can add more items to the room account using these buttons. How it works is simple. We have some items in the room account. We need to issue a document to our guest for these items, and we need to receive a payment from the guest, which will be linked to that document. In the end, we calculate the total balance of the reservation, which should of course be 0. Now let's issue some documents. You can start by using this button where you select which document you want to issue. You can choose from an invoice, which is a classic invoice, a receipt. This document should be used only for cash payments under 10,000 crowns in the Czech Republic. A pro forma invoice, which is a non-accounting document which is sent to the guest. It contains all the payment information the client needs to pay the reservation deposit. An advance payment document. You will use this document when you receive an advance payment from the client based on a pro forma invoice. Coupon, which is a prepaid coupon which can be used as a gift, or a credit note. If you issue an incorrect document, you should issue a credit note, which will cancel the document, so you'll issue a new one instead. We will start with an invoice. We have multiple tabs here. Let's see what they have inside. Detail is the main window for creating your document, and it's the screen you'll use the most. It's divided into 3 different parts. First is the header of the invoice, which contains the following: the document number and reference number. Both are assigned automatically according to your document settings, but can be manually adjusted here. The payment method. It's important to select the correct payment method from cash, card, or bank transfer payments. If you do not set the correct payment method, your cash book and list of payments by card or by transfer might not be correct. And the issue, VAT, due date. They are also set automatically, but you can adjust them manually if you need. The second important part is the customer section. If you are issuing a document from a reservation that already has guest and company information filled in, this information will show up here in the issued document. You can switch between company and guest, and you can switch between guests in the reservation, or you can fill in completely new information about a different company or guest. It is also connected to your guest and company database. Items are loaded to an issued document automatically. We will tell you more about this function in the next video with examples of working with documents. The most important functions here are merging items together into one selected item like this. You can also change the currency of the document, and you will be asked to recalculate the items to the selected currency. Now on to other tabs. The supplier section contains automatically generated supplier details from your contacts section, and also bank account information for documents paid by bank transfer. Advances will show you if the document has any advanced documents assigned. We will explain that in upcoming videos. VAT and rounding are detailed information about VAT calculation in the document. In the Notes section, you can write down any notes which you or your client want to have displayed in the issued document. Reservations will show you if the document is assigned to any reservation. And Document Evidence History will provide you with all the information about the fiscalization of this document. In the lower part of the window, you can also export the document to an XLS file, ISDOC file, or print it in PDF. The mail icon will send the document to a selected email address. The icon with the arrow and a circle will issue a credit note for this document. The document can also be saved without payment, which can then be used for invoices you will send to your clients. You don't have a payment yet, so you just need to issue an invoice which should be paid in the near future by your customer. Payments will be assigned later when you receive it in your bank account. In this case, it will look like this in Room Account. You will have the document issued but no payment assigned. The balance is still in red because the room account has yet to be paid. You don't have any payment in the reservation. Adding payment to the document can be made using this button and selecting the parameters of the payment, or by opening the document and choosing the Pay button. In this case, payment will be created with the current date and time. If the guest is paying at hotel reception in cash or by card, you can issue a document and immediately save it with a payment. The client will pay you the requested amount and he will receive the document. This will immediately create a document and also connect a payment, which will change the reservation balance to 0. There is also another way to create documents. New documents can be created from the Payments Accounting document section. This section contains all of your documents issued in our system. We'll cover this section in more detail in another video, so take this as a quick introduction. New documents can be created using the 6 buttons above the documents list. The abbreviations stand for basic document types: invoice, receipt, forma invoice, advance payment document, coupon, and credit note. If you click one of the buttons, on its side you will have to select if you want to create a document from a selected reservation or reservations, or if you want to create a blank document. This is useful when you want to issue a document without connection to a reservation. For example, if you're selling snacks at reception, and a guest stops before he leaves for a trip and wants to buy a bottle of water and a map, or if someone comes in off the street dying of thirst and wants to buy a can of Coke. You can easily create a blank invoice or receipt and add sold items to this new document. You will receive your payment, and you can print a document about the transaction. There is no need to assign this document to any reservation, but you will still see it here in the accounting document section. Alright, we've covered the basics. In the next videos, we'll go through some examples of what might happen at reception. Thank you for watching.